hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we're going to talk about the big three. And I've been doing a lot of work on the big three, and that's DJI, GoPro, and Insta360. I have a lot of their cameras, and every year, first of all, their prices go up, but every year they do an upgrade. And some of the upgrades are so minuscule, but they're after your buck. I mean, they're in business to make money. So what I've been doing over the last couple weeks is doing a comparison on several cameras that I own that are coming up or just had a new version come out. And one of these is coming up soon is the GoPro 14. Now I'm recording on the GoPro 13. Am I going to switch? So I've been watching all the news about the GoPro 14 coming out, and I've been sucked into that trap many, many times. And some of the upgrades are so minuscule. And then you're sitting here with a box full of GoPros, for instance, and they still haven't addressed a lot of their original problems, which is the overheating issue, which is something that they've got to do. When you start shooting and recording at 5.7K and 8K, it's going to generate a lot of heat, and that heat's going to come back and bite you. So they have to address that and the heat issue, and they haven't done that yet. Now they're upgrading, like shooting at 4.7 or 5.7K, and then 8K is their goal. And that, again, generates a lot of heat, and they haven't put the heat sinks in or haven't really addressed that problem. So what I've found out by doing my testing is the image quality is my big key. I don't do low light, anything like that. Low light's not an issue with me. I do everything during the day. So when people talk about low light performance, I really don't care because it's not an issue. So the next one that I want to talk about, in a couple weeks, if that, the new GoPro 14 is supposed to be out. But you gotta wait. You gotta be patient, guys. You really, really gotta be patient, because you'll see a lot of sponsored videos on YouTube, and I hate to say it, but they're biased. The reason I don't have companies give me a camera, because I am unbiased as heck. If you want me to review your product, get ready, because I'm going to be straight up honest. And if it's a POS, I'll tell you it's a POS. And plus I only have 6,000 subscribers, and they're after the big market, so I understand. But if they want to get unbiased reviews, you got to check around to find them, and you'll see the normal big hitters out there, and they're what they call sponsored, and they're not going to give you the straight skinny. They're just not. Now that's my opinion, and you know, and I'm sticking to it. That's it. So the next thing is that GoPro 14, and what I'm going to do is wait, because they're saying it's supposed to be a 1-inch sensor. Now a 1-inch sensor is a game changer. And that's mostly for low light performance and clarity and stuff like that. But I'm also hearing noise that they're not really doing anything, just some minor upgrades. And then, you ever notice that the GoPro, when they come out with a new version, they come out with a new battery, and you got to buy all brand new batteries? That angers the heck out of me. If you're going to do that, make sure the batteries are compatible with previous versions, because that just, it really angers me. All right, next on the agenda is DJI. Be honest, the DJI Pocket series, the Pocket 2, is what I have. I can't justify purchasing the Pocket 3, and it's just for one reason. I am not paying $700, and that's what its cost is, to get a flip screen 3-axis gimbal camera when I already have the Pocket 2. It operates fine. Now, if it ever breaks, I'd have to visit that, but I'd have to be I'd have to study that a lot, because I have a Feiyutech that does the same thing as the Pocket 2, and actually the Feiyutech, and they call it the Feiyutech Pocket 3, is better than the Pocket 2, and I find myself using that one more than I do the Pocket 2. Only thing I like about the Pocket 2 is I have the Creator combo, so it comes with the microphone, so you don't have to hook up receivers and all that kind of stuff to it, and that's cool. All right, that addresses the DJI Pocket series. The next one is the DJI Action series. Now, I used to have an Action 4. I sold it. Now they have an Action 5 out, and they're soon to have an Action 6 out. I'm looking at the price ranges. It's in a reasonable area, but if you start dumping $400 to $600, depending on the bundle, into a brand new camera every year, that's a lot of money, and especially when the changes aren't that great. You know, I mean, you'd have to make some serious changes to make that worth my while. Now, I don't have any Osmo Action camera series anymore. I got rid of those. It was a good camera, but it did not even come close to the GoPro function or the Insta360 function. So my opinion is DJI, stay with your drones. You're excellent in that market. Don't play in this other market, because you can't play with these people. Now, the next one, I think, over the last few years has taken over the GoPro market, and that is the Insta360 market. But they're doing the same thing as these other guys are doing. Every year coming out with something new and raising the prices. Now, they have an Insta360 camera. We're going to talk about that first. Now, the Insta360 camera, I've had the 2, the 3, and now the 4. I got sucked into that trap just like everybody else does. And I actually had the 5 in my cart. But when I saw the checkout bill was $687, to be honest with you guys, I couldn't justify it. I couldn't justify it. So I went out and I played with my X4. Now, granted, there is a huge clarity difference between the 4 and the 5, and that's why I'm bending towards it. It has a measurable difference in clarity, and that's what I look at. So I'm still on the fence on the 5. So let's go to their next one, which is the Insta360 Go series. Now, I had the Insta360 Go, which only shot, what was it, 2.7K, I think. That's all it shot. And then they came out with the Go 3S, which shot 4K, which is what I want. So I bought the Go 3S because of that big change. Now they've came out with the Insta360 Go, and I think it's the Go 3 Ultra. And at first, I was hearing glowing reports and all that kind of thing about what was going on with that particular camera. And then I saw the complaints up on Facebook media, like on the Insta360 pages and stuff like that. People complaining. And I see shots that they're hyping in their marketing campaign that actually I can do with my Go 3S. There's no doubt that I can do it. All you have to do is put it into the 4:3 mode or the flex video mode, and it'll do the exact same thing that you're seeing with the new Ultra. And again, brand new money, brand new accessories, brand new everything. So cha-ching, cha-ching, it's in your wallet. So that's something you gotta look out for. I mean, if you don't own a Go 3S, then I'd recommend the Ultra, no question, go for it. But if you own the Go 3S and you're gonna upgrade it just because to upgrade it, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, granted, I used to be in this same trap. I used to get caught into it all the time. A new version would come out, bam, I'd fork out the money. And I found in a case, a real hard case, all kinds of action cameras that I have had that I just quit using because I bought the upgrade. So I sold them on eBay, took a massive loss. But because I had the real bad habit of buying a new update version when it came out. My fault. All right, and then the last one that I'm going to talk about today is the Insta360 Ace Pro. Now the Ace Pro is the GoPro 13 of the Insta360 line. Now that camera is phenomenal. I got no complaints with that camera. I mean, none, zero. It's phenomenal. It does a great job. I don't have any problems with it at all. I love the low light switch. When you get into low light, or it automatically does it, you don't have to go in and do it. Then they have the complaint of the non-removable lenses if you scrape the lens cover. It's like what the GoPro 7 did. Well, a third-party company came out and devised a little wrench system with replacement lens. So the reason to go to the Ace Pro 2 kind of went out the window, because that's their biggest claim to fame, is they have a replaceable lens protector. And third-party company does the same thing, and you don't have to go out and buy another $400 or $500 camera. Doesn't make any sense. So that's basically about it, what I'm going to talk about today. And my whole goal was to talk about just regular update cameras and why buy them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, I know a lot of people that are still using GoPro 6s and 7s and 5s, actually. Now, they don't use it at the level I do, I assume. But hey, they still like their camera, they still use it. I got nothing to say bad about that, go for it. But if these companies, these big three, if all they're doing is these little minor changes in their cameras, then all they're going after is the money in the market. Because new batteries, new accessories, this doesn't fit anymore, not compatible. Now GoPro has gotten a little better with that. Like for instance, the Media Mod will work with, I think it's the 10, the 11, 12, and 13. And so you don't have to buy another Media Mod. The anamorphic lens works with the 12 and 13. No problem. Same thing with the big wide angle lens. It'll work with the 12 and 13, no problem. So these are things you got to look at, guys, when you're hearing about a new camera coming down the line, because you got all the other stuff. And I watch some of these things on Facebook, and one guy said, okay, I got my X5, and he had a picture of all these boxes. I mean, all kinds of boxes, every accessory available. I know with all the stuff he showed in that picture, that camera cost him over $1,000. And that's crazy, guys. So anyway, that's what I was talking about today. Just if you're gonna upgrade your camera, and if you have an old camera and they make significant differences in the upgrade, then by all means, go. Or if you don't have that particular brand name. Say you don't have you don't own a GoPro. Then sure, when the 14 comes out, jump on it. But if you have a 13 and you want to spend your hard-earned money on a 14 and the changes aren't big enough to warrant it, then don't do it. That's what I got to say. That's my 2 cents. Have a great day. We'll see you later. We'll see you on the next one.